Hey, set your mind right now. Nothing before this matters. We came here with everything still on the line. Everything you wanted in the offseason is still out in front of you. What would you give for that moment right now? Let's go, man.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing.
Yo, what is good, Raider Nation? It is your boy, Raider Alex. I am back with yet another video for you guys. In this video, guys, I'm going to be talking about Brian Flores and my thoughts and opinions on, the possibility of him becoming the new defensive coordinator for this team. Before I start though, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Your support really goes a long way to help keeping me push out these Raider related videos for you guys. But with that being said, guys, let's jump right into it. So quick update on Brian Flores. We all know he was the head coach for the Miami Dolphins. He just got let go by the Miami Dolphins. They started off very poorly, 1-7. They eventually, got up to I think it was an 8-win game winning streak, so that was pretty impressive, but it wasn't enough for him to keep his job, and currently he's available in the market. A lot of us have been, ever since the McDaniels and Ziegler news came out, a lot of us were thinking of him, Gerard Mayo, for the potential defensive coordinator position. And look, for me, Brian Flores has always been the #1 guy at the defensive coordinator position, but I personally always thought it was probably a long shot, because I really thought he might get a head coaching opportunity. I think he totally deserves a head coaching opportunity. But the latest news is that he's actually going to sue the NFL for what he allegedly racial discrimination. And with this news coming out, I mean, I don't think he's going to get an opportunity to be a head coach in the NFL for a while, man. Hopefully we get a little bit more news on that. But like I said, with this lawsuit coming out, I mean, I don't see any team really going out and getting him to become the new head coach for their team. I personally thought him going to the Texans might have been the best option for him. It might have been the best fit. But like I said, with this whole news, man, I mean, a lot of the NFL might be kind of shy from hiring him as a coach or a defensive coordinator, or whatever the case may be. So that's definitely something we have to take in consideration. If with this whole situation, would it be like a distraction to the Raiders? So this whole situation is definitely something we really need to take into consideration. If we are gonna make the move to make him become our new defensive coordinator for this team, and like I said, it could be a distraction to the team. I mean, we already got John Gruden, our former coach. It looks like he's going to try to go against the NFL as well. Do we really want another guy, potentially, filing lawsuits against the NFL? I mean, we don't know how long this lawsuit's going to be. If the media is going to really drag it out from here to next season. Like I said, this team has already been through a lot, in terms of distractions. So it's definitely something to, to consider. But me personally, man, I think we definitely need to get a guy like Brian Flores. Personally, man, I think, plain and simple, he is the best man for the job. Like I said, to me, he's head coach, worthy. He is head coach material. In all reality, I think he should be a head coach in this league. So imagine having a head coach, caliber coach as the defensive coordinator for this team. That would just be amazing, man. Not only do I think Brian Flores is just the best man for the job at the defensive coordinator position, I just think it's really the right thing to do. If you look at the Raiders, history, they've always been a team that's been very progressive. We were the first team to hire, an African-American head coach, a Latino head coach, a female executive within the organization. We've always been the first people to do things like that. And honestly, with this whole Brian Flores situation, it might be a situation where, he's suing them for whatever he deemed, as racial discrimination. And maybe he gets blackballed by the league if we don't make this move. Like I said, we all know how the NFL has been with, any, racial issues. We all know what happened with Colin Kaepernick, that sort of thing. You know, I really don't like to get too much into like the politics of the NFL, but we all know that they exist. So like I said, I think personally for two reasons I would hire this guy. I think he's the best, you know, defensive coordinator available. I think personally it's something that, you know, the late and great Al Davis would definitely do. He would definitely, you know, when everybody is staying away from him because they think it might not be, you know, the best PR, you know, it might be a quote-unquote distraction. Al Davis probably would have said, I don't give a shit. This guy gives me the best fucking chance to win. Not only do I think Brian Flores is just the best available option for the defensive coordinator position, I think he would just blend in perfectly with this team. He comes from that Bill Belichick tree. He's, you know, familiar with Josh McDaniels, with Ziegler. Essentially, he knows, you know, the quote-unquote Patriot way, which, you know, fuck that. This is going to become the Raider way now. But basically, yeah, I think he would blend in perfectly in this team, you know, with the culture that we're trying to build here. And like I said, man, this guy would be a steal. You know, potential head coach at a defensive coordinator position. That'd be a huge upgrade for this team, in my opinion. Ultimately, it'll be very interesting to see what happens with the Brian Flores situation, how this, you know, whole situation develops. I think the longer you wait on the situation, the more it's going to become, you know, a thing. Because think about it, if you wait, you know, a couple weeks and a month and Brian Flores still hasn't gotten a job, well, that's just going to be news because, you know, it's like, why is this guy... Why does he not have a job, man? We all know he's good enough to be at least, you know, a coordinator position in this league. So I just hope the Raiders actually make this move, you know, as soon as possible. I think he's the best guy available, like I said. But for me personally, I think the biggest question is, you know, is Mark Davis bold enough to make this move? Because me personally, I think this is a move that, you know, Al Davis would have made in a heartbeat, just because it gives him the best chance to win. And Al Davis really never gave a shit what the league thought about, you know, the moves that he made. We've always been known as like the outcast of the league, so, you know, why not make a move like this? But for me, that's the biggest, you know, question mark here is Mark Davis willing to make that move? Because I think personally, like I said, for all the points I listed, I think it would be a great option for the Raiders, you know, for this team moving forward. But let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think that the Raiders should get Brian Flores as defensive coordinator for this team? But more importantly, do you guys think that the potential distraction of getting him, you know, is it worth it, you know, for us to bring him in at the defensive coordinator position? You guys let me know down below in the comments. Now, that being said, guys, that is all I have for this video. Once again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. It'll really help me out to keep pushing out these Raider related videos for you guys. But with that being said, guys, I am out.